Hello, I hope you're doing well today because I am excellent. I am here today to talk to you about a little story and share with you some of the insights of my grandfather who showed me how to become an effective communicator. Now, the four things that my grandfather told me that are key to having a positive interaction with someone is tactfulness, empathy, patience, and respect. Now, before I go over my story, I'd like to share with you what these four things mean. Tactfulness is the ability to tread lightly and not to say anything that you'll later regret or cause more problems in the conversation. Empathy is the ability to see from another person's perspective and to be able to relate with them, and so on and so forth. Patience is having the ability to, give things time if necessary, or not let things get to you immediately. And lastly, respect being, the admiration of somebody's thoughts and feelings, and, not just completely disregarding them because of what you think. Now, to get on with the story. So, I had a friend, and he was in a toxic relationship to where it was affecting his life, and me and my friend were very close, so it was affecting my life as well. And I didn't know what way to go about it to tell my friend that, his actions were hurting not only himself but others. And so I went to my grandfather for help on the subject. And what he told me was those four things that I needed to keep in mind so that I can handle the situation better. And so when I addressed these issues to my friend, I started off by being tactful. I didn't come out emotional, guns blazing, trying to insult him in any sort of way. I wanted to be very calm and concise, but still wanted to get my point across. Now, empathy. I had to relate with him in a way where he was in a relationship where, when you're in a relationship with someone, you would want to give your all to that, but it could be toxic when, it's just not working out in the right way, like if a relationship is not built on healthy habits, then it's obviously not positive. And so those were some of the things I was trying to lay across to him, but at the same time I had to keep in mind that it meant a great deal to him, so, I had to relate with him in that sort of way. And now, where patience came in was, as we continued talking and we started to reach these different conclusions and different points, I started to realize the ways that we both learned something from each other about it. And lastly, respect. I respected his point of view and he respected mine, because we both made it very clear the ways that we were thinking and the justifications, so to speak, for our actions. Now, I really appreciated this experience because it worked out well for the both of us. Now me and that friend are closer than ever, and I can always credit my grandfather for giving me such a rewarding experience. Hold one moment while I play the inspirational music. It's important to keep these things in mind because as human beings, we cannot read each other's minds. We don't always know what each other are thinking or what everybody else is going through. So it's important to be able to keep these four things in mind. If you want to build a house of positive communication, you're not going anywhere, you're not making any progress without these four things as a foundation. Tactfulness, to be able to tread lightly, as I said before, and say what you mean, but in a way that isn't hurtful. Being empathetic, always being able to relate to others, because you never know what somebody else is going through. You must always be patient. You must always give people time for them to understand you and for you to understand them. And lastly, respect, because without respect for each other, we have absolutely nothing. I hope that this video helped you see things in a different way, or perhaps saw things from my perspective. But thank you for your time. My name is Ishmael Thomas. Have a wonderful day.